Hello? Hello? Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes.
Right. So Somil is able to hear me. What about Bala? Hello? Bala, are you there? Hello? Anyway, let's start this session. Hope you are able to see my screen, Somil.
Not yet. Yes, sir.
Alright, fine. So,
And sir, you did not share the employee central sir,
what? Employee Center?
assignment.
Oh, okay. I have not shared the employee. Let me write it down so that I can share it. Only Sumil, I've taken down employee central assignment and I'll share it probably after the session. Alright, so once you log in, you will come into your home page and today we're going to start with the goal management. Hello?
This
Yes,
conference
sir.
will now be recorded.
Right, so what do you understand by goal management, Somil?
Don't idea. I don't have.
Okay, have you ever been a part of a goal management in your company?
No. I'm from only recruitment background.
Actually, you have been from the recruitment background, but you have never participated in the appraisal cycle in your organization?
No.
Not even a one appraisal cycle?
No.
All right, no problem. So a goal and performance management is a way of doing an appraisal for your employee. So in SuccessFactors, it has been divided into two things. One is a goal management and another is a performance management. All right. So performance management is actually the half yearly, quarterly, or the year-end appraisal, and the goal management is just to inform the employee that these are their goal. All right. In most of the organization, you would have seen that employee always complain that they're not aware about what their goals are. Right. So for that purpose, SuccessFactors has created a separate goal management for them, and it is only for the employee just to see what their goal is, and once their appraisal would be happening, so how their rating would happen. So here you can see goal and performance management introduction. So I hope now you're clear with what is goal and performance management,
Yes.
right? So here in the goal and performance management, if you appear for the certification, so it's a combination of a total 5 module, which includes goal management. We just discussed what is goal management. That then includes your performance management. We have also discussed what is performance management. Then there is a calibration. What is calibration? Calibration is basically, like for example, let's suppose your organization says there are 100 people in your organization, and your organization says that out of 100 people, when whoever will score 5 out of 5 rating, they will get the 40% hike. All right. So during appraisal time, almost 30 people, they achieve 5 out of 5 rating. So then your organization decides that the budget is not so much for them. So what they do, they forcefully either increase or either decrease the rating of your employee. So that is known as a calibration. Clear about what is calibration?
Sir.
All right, then there is a 360-degree review. 360-degree review, it is, see, there are various degree in your appraisal, and, like 80, like your 90-degree, 180-degree. So like this, so similarly, there is a 360-degree review also. And with that 360-degree review, you have your various ways of your calculating your doing your appraisal. And what are those various degrees, that also in one of the slides we're going to discuss. And then you have a CPM, which is a continuous performance management. So in this continuous performance management, you will see all your uh, continuous performance management, it will come into picture. So it's just like, see, if you take a feedback from your organization that goal, majority of them, the company will say there's a hardly any interaction between the client and your there is hardly any interaction between the employee and the manager. So that is the reason they have introduced as a CPM, which is a continuous performance management. And in continuous performance management, you have a continuous interaction between the employee and the manager. So that is what is known as a continuous performance management. Now let's go ahead and see what else we're going to cover into your uh, goal and performance management. So here in goal and performance management, so we have already discussed this. This is the employee central, and here you can see all the employee central module. So similarly here also you can see the goal management and the performance management, right? So these are the two which we're going to use in your goal and performance management. Then apart from this, you also have to use or manage your data. So manage your data in a sense like using you need some employee for whom you're going to do your appraisal, right? So you have to use those employee using the UDF file. You can use that into your system. Then these are the we have already done this, how we can use your UDF file, and which are those label actually which is there. So here you can see the system ID, and this is a label. I'm sure you're familiar with this because we have done this in Introduction to Mastery also, and we have done this in Employee Central also. So you can see it is coming as a status, it is coming as a user ID, it is coming as a username, first name, last name, gender, and then you have your email ID, manager, HR, time zone, default, local, department, division, location, and this is your UDF file. So here you can see it's like a UDF file. You have to fill all these UDF files so that you can start using this into your system, right? Then you also need a role-based permission. Permission you need because all those people who are there in the company, you need to assign them a role base section, right? So here you will see your all these role base, it will come. Then so role based permission is basically is divided into two things. One, it is a managed permission group, and another is a managed permission role. Alright, so based on these two things, you will have your role based permission. It will be there. Now here you can see your role based permission when you're creating your role based permission. So here you can see you can create a permission, and here this is a description. You have the status, which is you can see active, and what was the last days modified. All these things we have already done into your employee central, right? So I'm not focusing more on it. So today we're going to focus on the goal management. Goal management is nothing, it's just a way of informing to employee what their goal is going to be, right? So every employee, they have a certain role, right? So based on their role, there would be a goal which will be defined, and once the final appraisal it is happening, all those goals it will be taken into consideration. Alright, so that is what the goal management it is. So here you can see your goal plan it is coming, and in your goal plan you will have your all those goal section and everything. So you will have your, like for example in this one you can see your goal section it is like for this employee you have your category and you have your goal which is coming here. So like this you can define all your category and the goal, and this is what also we going to define. In this section you can see add goal. So from here we're going to see how we can add a goal. Then there is a manager role. So even manager role also, which basically helps to improve and to do your section. So here you can see the employee role. In employee role, you can see there are various role ways you can create a role. First way you can create a role by selecting a create a new goal. And in after that you also have a section which is known as a goal wizard. With goal wizard also you can go ahead and create your goal. Alex, so like this you can go ahead and create your goal, and then you can decide how you basically want so for your goal and performance management to be there. Then after this you also have your you see there are two kind of a goal. One is a public and private goal. So public goal is basically it is like everybody can see those goal, and private goal is basically when there is a only those your manager can access those goal and no other person can access the goal. That is the reason you have a private goal. Now what is the purpose of a private goal? Purpose of a private goal it is that like for example, you can see there are sales team who works on lots of target, right? So when they work on lots of target, so and they also work with a certain numbers and figure, right? So in those number and figure, you can see your visibility, you can make it as a private so that no other person can access, and they can see what is the goal and target for the sales team, right? Then you can also see there is a category, there is a type, there is a goal name, matrix, start date and due date, right? All these information we're going to maintain into your goal template. So here you can see your goal template, which is there into your template section. So here you can see from this section, you can create your template, and in your this template you will have your category. So here you can see this is a category coming. Now here they have taken as a category which is known as customer, financial, learning and growth, and internal business process. So like this you can also create your own category, whatever category you want to do that. So here you can see the field we just talk about, like goal name, matrix, start date, due, complete, weight and status. So all these are the field, and we're going to maintain all these field into the system. Here you can see the ways you can create your goal, like the new goal and the goal wizard. And then there is a library goal also. Now here there is a goal library concept. When you select the library goal, it is basically the standard goal is going to come. Like in this standard goal, you can see they have as per the different role wise, like administration. Then there is a corporate services, there is a customer services. Based on that, you can define your goal, what your goal is going to be. Then here you can see when you click on any of these role, you will see the role goal which is there for the HR administrator, right? So these are the standard goal you will find into the system. So here you will see all these standard goal, it will come and you can go ahead and now then there is a group goal, then there is a team goal, then here you can see how your team goal is working, then there is a cascading goal. Cascading goal is nothing, it's just that when you are transferring a goal from when you actually cascading from from your manager to the somewhere to your junior person. So in that case that is a cascading goal. So here you can see cascading goal, it is coming here, and then there is an import goal. So you can even also import a goal. So import goal basically it works through your Excel sheet. So in such cases, you can go ahead and import your goal also. Now here there is a competencies also introduced, and competencies you can go ahead and create also competencies library, core competencies. Like this you can create your job family and job role. You can go ahead and do writing assistant. Writing assistant is basically when you're doing your performance, and in such cases you can add your feedback directly. So that is what basically it's your writing assistant actually it means. Now, this is how you can see your writing assistants when you are doing it, and in such cases, you will see your automatically your certain those direction it will come, like you can see the improve, meet and exceed. So like this you can see all your those section. So here it will come your all these three detail. Then you have your writing assistant, and here you can see describe behavior. So here in your describe behavior you can see all these section, and you can see your all these area which will come into your describe writing assistant. And once you write your assistant, so automatically your which means you can also give an advice for certain, right? So here you can see automatically you can come here and give advice. And once you write an assistant, so this is what it comes as a feedback to the employee. Now let's understand what is a degree of appraisal. So there are various degree of appraisal you have in the company. One is a 90-degree appraisal, one is a 80-degree appraisal. Let's see, even Bala is there. Bala, are you there? Hello? I don't know what he does. Right. So, okay. So how many degrees of appraisal are there in the organization? 360, but then apart from this, there is a 90-degree also and 180-degree also. So do you know the difference between all these degree of appraisal? Not much. Okay. So when you, okay, so here you can see the difference between your degree of appraisal. 90-degree, it's only when your supervisor, it's only evaluating you, and there is no, when it's your manager is evaluating you, then there is no employee participation is there, okay? So this is your 90-degree appraisal when your only manager does your all the rating, okay? There is no participation of employee. So it's just like in a manager, whatever the manager gives it to you, so that becomes your appraisal. Then there is a 180-degree appraisal. So what is 180-degree appraisal? It is your when your manager and employee. So there are two stages which is involved in that. When manager and the employee both are doing the appraisal, it becomes a 180-degree appraisal. All right. So that becomes a 180. Then there is a 270-degree appraisal. So what is 270 degree? When manager, employee, and your, let's see what they have taken up here. Manager, supervisor, subordinate, and your employee also, which is involved into that. All right. So here it is manager, employee, and subordinate. Where? In 180-degree, you can see supervisor, self, and subordinate appraisee. All right, it is so you can see supervisor, which means your manager, and then it is employee, self appraisal, which is means an employee, and subordinate appraisee. So subordinate appraisee, it's well, they have mentioned as in subordinate appraisee, but it is subordinate appraisee. It is not involved. It is only as a supervisor. It's your manager and the employee which is involved, and there is no other two stages. Alright, so here it is only under two stages. In this one you have a three stages, and in this one you have a four stages. So where in 270 you can see manager, employee, and subordinate. Then in 360-degree appraisal you have a one level extra, which becomes your so you can see manager, and then you can see your employee, subordinate, and your, sorry, yes, and your peer also, they can do your appraisal. So that's a four stage. Alright, so these are the 4 stages you will find people who are doing those appraisal. Apart from this 360, then you have a 540-degree appraisal. Alright, and 540-degree appraisal, you will see they will have a 5 level involved into that. And let's see what are those levels. Supervisor, peer, subordinate, and your client also gets involved into that. Alright, so apart from all these sections, another section also your client comes into the picture. Subordinate and client. So these are the level you will find. And then there is a last one which is 720-degree appraisal. So in 720-degree appraisal, so all 5 and then there is one more level which is there. So let's see which is the level. Supervisor, P, subordinate, self, customer or client are included. And then there is a bias factor. I don't know what is bias factor, but then here they also have a bias factor also. All right, so here you will, and bias factor you will find into your this section. All right, so here you will find your all these detail into your, so these are the degree of appraisal you will find in. So this is basically, it is important because once you're interacting with your client, you should know what are the degree of appraisal the client has. All right, now let's see further detail into your employee central. Then there is a rating scale. Two 270 also you can see subordinate, supervisor, subordinate, and then average bias factor is calculated and multiplied to the rating scale. Yes, they have mentioned as a bias factor, but it's basically I really have no clue what is what they mean by the bias factor, but it's basically the stages which is involved. One is a supervisor, another is an employee, and then is a subordinate. I think subordinate bias factor, it maybe it's like when you have your like maybe if there is more than one subordinate they are rating you, in that case they might take the average of all subordinate. That's where they will they're mentioned as a bias factor. All right. Then there is a rating scale. Have you ever been a part of a rating scale in your appraisal in your company? How many appraisal you have gone through? So what is those appraisal cycle which you have gone through? Sorry? For promotion purpose is known as a 360-degree appraisal. In 360-degree appraisal, you don't get your hike, or maybe you get your, all right, but yes, you get only grade, and in those grade you just get your appraisal. But in the rest of the appraisal where there your hike also which is there. Alright, so this is what the difference. So what is the process that you have gone through with the when the normal appraisal has happened? Yeah, but you'd have gone through with some appraisal detail, right? Just only rating has happened, nothing else has happened. There must be proper process and the flow which you would have gone through, right? All right. Okay. So let's see what is a rating scale. Rating scale it is. It's nothing. It's just a rating scale which is there in the company that you get rated on. Or it's certain organization has a rating scale of like character. Certain organization they have a rating scale which is a number. So in success factor, we follow the rating scale, which is number. We do in here they don't read the character. So certain organization have it like 1, 2, or 3, and certain organization they have a 1 to 5 rating scale, right? So and certain organization has a 1 to 7, 1 to 10, whatever the rating scale they have. So like this, you can create your own rating scale. So let's go ahead and create our own rating scale. So you will come into the system, and once you come into the system, you'll come into the admin center. Once you come into the admin center, here only you can do all these configuration, and in your this configuration you can see your goal management it is coming, right? So here you can see your you'll need to come to your performance management, and in your performance management you will see your rating scale is coming here. So click on your rating scale. There are two kind of a rating scale. One is a standard rating scale, and then you have your another one which is a manual rating scale. Alright, so that's a two kind of a rating scale you will see, standard rating scale and the manual rating scale. Standard, it is like when it is defined from the success factor and you just select it and go ahead with those rating scale, and the manual rating scale when you're doing it manually. So that becomes a manual rating scale. Alright, so I'm going to show you both how you can actually do the standard and how you can do your manual rating scale. So now here if you come into your system, so here you can see your rating scale, it is coming here, and in this rating scale you can see you have a name, right? All these are the name which you can see people they have defined this rating scale. Here you can see whether it is active or not. If you remove this tick mark, it becomes inactive and you will not see this rating scale here. Then there is a description. If you have given any description, so here it will display some description on which date you have created. Here you will see on which date and on which date it has been updated. Here you can also see those updation section, and this is updated by who has updated this, basically who's the person who has created this. You will see also it will show as a who has created this, and here you can see there is a delete section, right? So if you want to delete any rating scale, you can come here and delete this rating scale. Now, before we start doing the configuration, let's see some of the rating scale what they have done. Now here you can see there's a performance rating scale, but this has been created into 2015. So what I'll do, I'll click on this performance rating scale. Actually, this is already involved into your 360-degree rating. So here once you click your ratings detail, here you can see the name section it is coming, right? So here you can see the name which is performance rating scale, and you can see even the description also. Then apart from the rating scale and the description, you can also see there is a section which is 1 to 3, 1 to 5, and 1 to 7. So these are the standard rating scale, which means that if you select 1 to 3, 1 to 5, and 1 to 7, system will automatically fill your score, label, and the description. Like this one, you can see it is 1 to 5 rating scale, right? So here also in the description, you can see it is 1 to 5 rating scale. And here you can see automatically success factor has filled your label and the description. And if you want to create your own rating scale, in such case you can click here in the build your own rating scale, and you will automatically do your build your own rating. You can manually, in such case what will happen, you'll have to manually provide your label and the description. Alright, so manually you'll have to go ahead and provide your label and the description, and then you can also see the add new score. So here you have your add new score. If you want to increase some more rating scale, in that case, what you can do, you can add new score. So like this, you can go ahead and create your own performance rating scale. Alright, so here you have your, so like this, you can create your all this rating scale. Let's come here again and let me show you one more rating scale before we create our own rating scale. So here you can see similarly like this, you can see there is a star rating scale also, right? Somebody has created a Ganga rating. So let's click on Ganga rating and see. So here you can see again there is a rating, and again in this one they have taken as a 1 to 5 rating scale, right? And you can see their score, label, and the description. This automatically it is coming into your this section. So this is how you can see your score, label, and the description is coming into your this area. Alright, now let's go ahead and start creating our own rating scale. So how you will create your own rating scale? You can see there is a section which is coming as a create new rating scale. Once you click on this create new rating scale, you will see automatically your all these details, right? There is a description, and then you can see it is taken as a 1 to 5, and you can also see one score, label, and a description which is coming error, right? Automatically, which means you don't have to fill that. However, if you want to overwrite anything, maybe your client has some other different label, in that case you can overwrite your label also. Then you can also see there is a, if I click on 1 to 3 rating scale, it will have only 1 to 3. If I click on 1 to 7, it will have a 1 to 7 rating scale, right? So these are the standard section, 1 to 3, 1 to 5, and 1 to 7, where you can see score, level, and description, it is coming as an automatically. Alright, so here you can see automatically you have your all these section, it is coming into your this area. Then you also have your build your own, and in your build your own you can see your this rating scale, it is coming where you can you will have to provide your own score, label, and a description, right? So here you can see add new score. If you click on this, it will automatically keep on adding, and you'll have to manually fill your all these details. Now let's suppose you have your rating scale, which is your 1, and then another rating scale you have your 4, adding 3, like then another 4 plus 3, that makes 7, then 7 plus 3, that makes 10, and then 13. Right, so this is how you have your rating scale. So in such cases, what you can do, you can automatically generate also. So you can see low one, it is coming as a 1, right? So I'll give this low, and high it is, let's suppose if I give this as an 18, and then here increase by 3. So what it will do, every this low number, it will keep on increasing 3 sections. So if I generate this, you will see it will automatically generate the same number. You can see 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, and 16, right? So similar to what we have done, right? So like this, if you want automatically to, your system to generate your rating scale like this, also you can have your automatic generation of your rating scale, and it will automatically. But the issue it comes here that then in such cases, label and the description, you will have to take it from your client. Alright, so here you can see the label and the description, the one which is coming. So in those area, you will have to take this from your client in order to fill your label and description. But however, let's suppose the best practice, it is what we generally do. We select the standard one, and then we override it. If the client has provided the label, we just overwrite it. Alright, so this is how you can build your own, and this is how you can go ahead and select your standard rating scale. Now I'll go ahead with the standard rating scale. So 1 to 5. And the moment you will save your 1 to 5, it will become your build your own rating scale. So here my client name, it is MTech. So I'll take it as a MTech rating scale. Alright, so here you can see MTech rating scale I have taken, and I will save this. Once you save your MTech rating scale, you will see it will automatically becomes your build your own rating scale, right? Now if you want to see that, if you come back, now once you come back, you will see your rating scale, it will come here. So here you will see MTech rating scale, it will come here. So let's see where it is coming, MTech rating scale. There are too many rating scale, so you can see the last one, right? So you can see the last one here, you can see it is MTech rating scale. You can see this is active because this section, it is for active. This is the description. So here you can see the description. This is the date you have. So the date is, it has taken, why it has taken yesterday's date? Because it is, it's a US system. So that's the reason it has taken as a yesterday's date, right? And you can see who has created, it is created by me, right? So like this, you can see your rating scale. Once you are done with the rating scale, then another section you will have your, which is your route map. Alright, route map is nothing, it's just a workflow. So workflow you have done into your employee central, right? So workflow, it is not, a route map is nothing, it's just a workflow. But then why there is a two places, we use some places as a workflow and some places as a route map. The reason being that we use two different things into your two different places, because when initially your success factor, it was uh, when they they launched it, they only had there was no employee central, and employee central was introduced by SAP. So there was only route map. So that time they used to use as a route map only terminology as a workflow. But then when SAP took over, when they introduced employee central, and since then they have started using the workflow instead of a route map. So that's the reason for the same system, for same terminology, you can see there is a two different section you have. Then let's come into your route map. So here again, if I come into the admin center, from admin center, you will see your, so again, if you click your performance management, here you will see your manage route map, right? So here you will see all these section for your route map is going to come, and you have your route map. It is coming into this area. So here you can see you have a 103 route map at present in the system. And if you want to create your new route map, so in such case, what you'll have to do, you'll have to select this detail and you will have to create a new route map. So here you can see your route map, it is coming. So you can see these are the existing route map, it is coming. This, and you can see somebody has defined as a 2018 performance review route map, right? So somebody, you can see there is a 90-day assessment route map. So like this, you can see all these route map, it is coming here. Then you can also see the binocular, and here in those binocular, you can see how the route map, it is flowing. It is flowing from the self-assessment, then you have the manager assessment, then you have a rating assessment, and then you have a completed section, right? So like this, you have your all these, your route map, which is coming into your this area. So like this, you can see it is into your this area, and you can see how to go ahead with the route map. Here you can also see this is active. These, the one which is not selected, these are the route map which will not show into your system once you linking this to your template, right? And then here you can also see the description. You can see when it was created on, and then you can see the related template. Template means your performance template when it is linked to your route map. So here you can see, and in this one you can see they have not linked to any template, right? And here you can see this route map has been linked to your 10 template, right? You can see this compensation planning route map. You can see 10 template it has been linked to. And which are those 10 template? These are the 10 template you can see it has been linked to. Right, so like this, you can see all these route maps. So let me click on one of the route maps. So if I click on 2018 performance review route map, so here you can see the name, and here you can see the description of a route map, right? And here you can see there is a stages which is coming, right? So you have a 3 stages which is coming here: self-assessment, manager assessment, and the rating discussion. So here if you click here into your self-assessment, it means the first stage it is here, employee will do their appraisal, right? And after that you can also see there is a step type, it is also coming. What is a step type? A step type is nothing, it just you have a 3 detail, which is a single role, iterative, and collaboration. Single role, it is when you doing those single like role, like when you have the employee or manager or any other section. So in that case you can see it is coming as a single role, right? Employee manager, or so. And then iterative, what it is? Iterative, it is when looping between 2 or more people, that becomes iterative. So simultaneous, basically what happens in this one, maybe, once employee finish it, you send it to your manager. Once manager done it, then they again send it to the employee. So that becomes an iterative. Collaboration, it's something when, you have a more than 2 people when they are doing viewing and editing and all your those section. But in your collaboration, whoever is the last person who have edited, that will be taken as a final rating. All right. So that is what basically it's a collaboration. So here you can see it's like, so whoever a person, maybe let's suppose you have your employee, then you also have your supervisor, and then you also have your, in this case, second level manager. So whoever has rated, in this case, let's suppose supervisor has given the last rating. In that case, this will be taken as your final rating. If the second level manager has given the final rating, in that case it will be taken as a second level manager as a final rating. So like this you can see all your rating section, and then you have the employee section here also. Then you can see this start date, exit date, and the due date it is coming here. Start date is basically when you are actually starting your appraisal, and exit date it is when you are exiting, and then there is a due date also it is coming here. Then you also have an enforced start date. All right. Enforced start date is nothing. It's just that it enforces your goal management, and you can go ahead and do your all those enforce, and then there is a automatic send due date. If you click on automatic send on due date, what will happen? Whatever the due date it is mentioned, irrespective whether it has been so in this automatic send due date there is a two thing. One is only send form that passes validation. What is validation? Let's suppose you have a template. In those template there are certain things mandatory. So if you have filled, employee has filled those mandatory information, then only it will go to your next stage. If employee has not, if you select this one, if employee has not selected, fill those validation, in that case it will not go to the next stage. But if you select this option, which is always send regardless of a validation, in such cases what will happen? It will go to your um, it will not check any validation, and it will send to the next level person. All right. So be very careful when you select your automatic send due date. Then here you will see your show advanced option. In show advanced option, again you will see here, like you can see the step and introduction and the mouse over activity. Then you can see this. See here, in this case, what is basically happening when you are doing at the employee stage? In the employee stage, employee will write so many times their appraisal, and then they will edit it also, right? So you can see there is a two section it is coming. One is a full edit and another is a comment section. So it means, do you want to give this edit section to your employee? So if you want to give this edit section to your employee, in such cases, you will see your edit section. It will come here. All right. So here you can see all your, so here you will see all your step and your all these section it is coming here. Then you can also see your exit button text. So this, what is this exit button text? Let me show you. I'll duplicate this screen, and I'll show you some of the template which I've already created for my employee. So here if I come here into your your performance section. In your performance section, let's suppose I have this template, and if I click on this template, so in the employee stage when the template it will be there, so you will see this, there is an exit button is going to come. Right, so here if I scroll down, in this section you can see finalize form it is coming here. Right, so you can see this finalized form, but if you want to change the text, maybe send to manager, so it will change this text. Like in this one you can see the route map, you can see it is coming here as a send to manager, right? So if you link your this route map to your this template, it will, instead of finalized form, it will come here as a send to manager, right? So this is what your exit button text it means. Then here also you can see if there is a previous step button, maybe this after doing the self appraisal, you send this form to the manager. Now manager finds some discrepancy in your form and he wants to send you back. So in that case, he can return the form back to the employee. So here also you can see if you want to write those texts, it will automatically, it will come here as a text. Then here you can see this is a step ID, it is coming. And in this section, you can see all your step ID. You have your step ID, and you can see all your those section and your step ID to come in. So you can give any step ID, and this is the start of a review, right? So here you have a start of a review, and then when you will have a one-to-one meeting, so you will come into your one-to-one meeting. So then there is a manager assessment, and in this manager assessment, again you can see the step type, which is a single role, iterative, and collaboration. So here you will find those single role, and then in those single role you will find your start date, exit date, and the due date. So here you'll find all your those section and detail. So in such cases, again, we have already discussed this, and again, you have this advanced option. So here you can see it is like, once what is happening, employee is doing the appraisal, then there is a manager who is doing the appraisal, and then there is a one-to-one discussion which is happening, right, between the employee and manager. So there is a rating discussion it is happening. Once the rating discussion it has happened, then they sign the form and then the form is completed. So this is how the complete workflow, it flows for your performance template, right? So you can see there is a manager section. So if I click on this rating scale, again, you can see supervisor is giving them a rating. And again, one important thing when you come into the one-to-one section, always select this as a one-to-one meeting, because this is a stage where there is a one-to-one meeting is happening. And then you have a completed stage. Completed stage, basically when you have completed, it becomes as a completed section, right? So this is your one of the rating scale. Now let's see one of the more rating scale before we start creating our own rating scale. So in your rating scale also, there is a two kind of a rating scale. One is a standard and another is a manual. Manual, it is again, you have to provide all those information as manually, and automatic it is when you already have your all those section, it will automatically fill. So I'll create both the route map. One is a standard and another is a manual. So first one, I'll start with the manual rating scale. But let me show you one more rating scale here. So here if I come, you can see there is a Accenture comp route. Actually, this is for compensation. So here if I click on this Accenture rating scale, so you can see your Accenture rating scale, it will start showing you, right? This is the route map and this is the description. And after your route map and description, you can see in modify stage what they have done. They have taken as an employee, then they have taken as a manager, and then there is a one-to-one meeting it is happening. And then in the signature stage, employee is doing the signature and then employee manager is doing the signature. And the final stage it is as a completed, right? So like this, you can see all those stages it is coming here. So if I click on this employee, you will see employee stage, step name and step description of also employee will fill his form. Then you can see they have taken as a single stage, which is here as a employee section that is coming here. You can see this is the start date. The start date, normally your appraisal cycle starts in India from the 1st of April, right? So here you can see 1st of April it has taken up here. Then you also have a then you also have your due date. So here you can see this is coming as a due date, but there is no automatic send on the due date, right? So but this is a due date, and here you can see show advance option. So if I come here and click on the advance option, you can see step introduced in the advance option, employee will fill his form. And then you can see a step after this completion, it will come as a send to the manager. So here also you can see exit button text send to the manager, right? And this is the step one, and here you can see the start of a review and out of turn, right? Then in the manager stage again, it is a manager supervisor who's doing it. So here you can see all these supervisor, and in the advanced option again you can see supervisor will do one to, and then the next step it is going to come here as a one-to-one meeting, right? And the previous step back to the employee, and here you can see step ID I have taken as a 2, and this is out of turn access, correct? So like this you can see. Then there is a one-to-one meeting where the employee and manager both are doing one-to-one meeting. So here again in this stage you will see your employee and the manager, they will have both one-to-one meeting. So here they have a one-to-one meeting section it is coming here, right? And this is the step 3, and this is here you can see one-to-one meeting. Then the fourth section stage it is employee signature. So here you will see employee will sign the form, manager will sign the form, and then here it will come as a completed, right? So like this you can see your route map, the one it is coming here. So similar way here, we will also create this route map as an, so first I'll create this route map as your, so what stages I'm going to involve into, I'll take it as an employee, then I'll take it here as a manager. If you have a manager's manager, you can take it as a manager's manager also, or if you have the HR also to be involved into this, you can also include that HR, but we have a system constraint, right? System constraint in a sense that we will have to assign somebody to, HR also in that case. But just to keep it simple, I'll take it only employee and the manager. So once you're taken as an employee and the manager, then I'll take it as a one-to-one discussion. All right, this is one-to-one discussion. After that, employee signature. Employee signature, then it will be the manager signature. And then the form is completed. All right, so like this, you can see how I have created all this route map. Your form is completed. So similar thing we're going to create into the system. All right, so where you're going to create into the system, you need to come to the admin center and you need to come to the route map. And here in the route map, you will see your add new route map. It is coming. But before we do that, team, let's take a break. Let's take a break for 10 minutes. By my watch, it is 8:57. So we will take a 10 minutes break. So by 9:10, we're going to start the session again. All right. Fine, team. So let's take a 10-minute break. So 9:10, we'll start the session. Okay, then, team. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, Somil. So you're back. What about Bala?
Yes.
Bala, are you back or not? Okay, fine. So let's start with. So here you can see your route map. So I'm going to click on, add route map. So once you click on add route map, you will see there is a two, one is build your own and another is coming your choose from library. So build your own is basically, you can go ahead and you can select your build your own section. So in this case, this is a manual one. So if I select it, your build your own, so you will see and screen will open up. And here in your this screen, you will see your this is a route map and this is a description. So let's suppose if I give this route map as a MTech route map. All right, so this is MTech route map. So any description if you want to give, or maybe I'll just copy and give this as a description also the same. Then here you can see your modify stage it is coming. Now here you can also see there is a 3 section it is coming, right? This 3 section is basically it is used in the 360-degree appraisal. And once we will start with the 360-degree appraisal, that is the time when we will discuss about these details. All right, then you can see this modify stage. So in your modify stage, you can see here, this is a plus sign. And in this plus sign, you can give this modify stage. So what is my first stage it is coming here as an employee. So I'll copy this employee and I will give this here. So this is your step name it is coming, right? So here what it will do, employee will fill his appraisal. All right, so this is what we are doing. I'll take it as a step on it because it's a single role. It is not an iterative or collaboration. So who's doing what here? It's the employee who's doing it, right? So the moment you keep on writing this here also, you will see it will keep on coming as those changes. Then you can also see the start date. So I'm going to take it from the start date, which will be from, because India financial year, it basically starts from the 1st of April, right? So I'm going to take it from uh, okay, in this case, see, you always do an appraisal for the last year performance, right? So in this case, last year performance, it will be, which year it will be? It will be 2018, not 2019. Because till April 1st, 2019 till 31st March 2020, this is the current year, right? So we'll have to take it as a 2018 one. So 2018 and then April, so 1st of April 2018. And then here you can see the due date. I'll take it as a due date on 31st of March. So here, but and in this case, if you want to send this your automatic send due date, you can actually click on automatic send due date. Then here, if you click on the advanced option, you will see this advanced option, it will come here. And so what is this detail? This is actually employee will fill his appraisal, right? So that's a one stage. So I'll take it here as a one stage, employee will fill his appraisal. Second stage, step after, step name after completion. So once this is completed, then what it should, what is the next step? It is the manager, send to manager, right? No, hold on. It's step name after completion. It is your manager will give the appraisal, right? So this is a manager will provide the appraisal. So this is manager will provide rating. So that's a step name after completion of your employee appraisal. So you want to give this as a full edit or the comment only? I'll give this as a full edit because various time employee will write something and they will edit and again they will come back. So what should be the exit button text? Exit button text, like I showed you that this is the exit button text, right? So on the various stages you will get here, right? So you can see how your stage. So this is where you can see team, your route map is coming. So here you have the employee section, manager section, one-to-one discussion, then employee signature, manager signature, and the completion stage, right? So here you can see all these stages, and in all these stages, so in the employee section, so how it will come. So here you can see the employee section, I will write here as a send form next send to manager. So here you can see I've given as a send to manager. So here same thing I'll write here as a step exit text also. Previous step. Now this is the employee section, right? So obviously there is no previous step. So here in this case, I'll not write anything in the previous step. Then you also have your step ID. This is a step 1 and this is a start of a review, right? And the next one, it will be out of turn section. So this is what we have given as employee. The next stage it is, I'll give here as a manager section. So I'll copy this manager section and I will provide this here. So here you can see this is a manager section, it has come. And in your manager section also again, a step description. Now what will happen? Manager will give rating to employee. Rating to employee, right? So here again, you can see that these are the 3 step type it is coming. And this is step type, again, I'll select here as a supervisor, right? So your supervisor is giving this rating. So again, due date, I'll take it as a, whatever the due date you have, you can go ahead and take it, but I'll take it as a March 31st. All right. And so here, again, the, sorry. Here the due date, it will be as a 2019. Right, 2019 March, and let me see what I have given here. Yeah, it's not going to be 2020 team, it's going to be 2019. That's a due date. Right, the same thing here also I'll give, and the start date again I'll give it from the 2018, your 1st April 2018. So here I'll again select it as a 1st April 2018. And after this, you can see here, then again, let's come here into the show advanced option. So this is stage again, manager will give this rating. So here again, I'll select this, manager will give this rating. And after this, you will see a step name after completion. So after this, it will be one-to-one discussion. Exit date. Exit date means how long it will be, you will have your, like, you have a start date, right? A start date, and when you have an end date. Yes. Yes, you can take it as an end date also 31st March as a 2019. But obviously for 1 year, nobody does an appraisal, right? Correct. It is the employee. Yeah. See, it will be for 1 year, but you have to write those period. So in this case, maybe let's suppose you have taken as an exit date as a 31st of March 2019. Maybe your due date it is on, 7th of April. Sorry. It depends upon the company when they want this due date, right? So whenever they have a due date, so or before that, you have to ensure all these things it is done, because it's a demo system and we can't take the actual date, right? Because you can see April and everything has already passed, right? So we are taking this start date and the due date. Okay. So then you can also see this is a manager, then there is a exit button text. So when manager will exit, then what will happen? It will come as a one-to-one discussion, right? Send form to one-to-one discussion. Send form one-to-one discussion, and exit text button also. I'll write here this. If you have a previous detail here, so in this case, send to an employee. When manager is doing, so here, previous step, it will be back to the employee, right? If the manager is doing an appraisal, previous step, it will be back to employee. So here again, I'll take it as a send form back to employee. Right. So I see, if you do not write any of these details, then it will go ahead with the standard text, whatever the success factor has, like cancel, save and close and finalize. But if you write those texts, when we will be doing your appraisal, you will see this text will change as per whatever we have written here. Then here you have a previous step exit text. So I'll copy this here and I'll write this as a previous step exit text. Then you can also see step text reminder, step exit reminder. I don't want any reminder. So this is a step 2 and this is out of turn option, right? Then there is another stage which is your one-to-one discussion. So I'll just copy this from one-to-one discussion. You can see here this is one-to-one discussion and I'll go ahead. Now with this one-to-one discussion, I'll take it as a manager supervisor will inform to the employee. So I'll go ahead with the supervisor will inform to the employee and then here again I'll go ahead with this original date which is your 2019. This is your 2019 and then this is your March 31st 2019 and then the start date it is your um 2018. Where is 2018? 2018 and this will be your April, right? 1st of April 2018, this will be your start date. Then you also have a show advance option. So in show advance option, okay, this will be one-to-one discussion. So this is one-to-one discussion between employee and manager. All right, and then you can see your this is a detail, and here you will see that step in introduction and the mouse over text. So here you can see all these sections. Then the step after this, after one-to-one discussion, it will be the employee signature. Right, so after this step, you can see it is coming as an employee signature, right? Then what should be the exit button? Send form to the employee, right? Send form for employee signature. So this is the same text also I want to give it. If you want to put that here as a previous step it will be send back to the manager. Send back to manager. Alright, so same text here also it will come send back to manager. Then you have a step ID. This is which step? It is a step 4, right? Sorry? Oh, sorry. Yes, this is the third one. So this is the third one and this is a one-to-one meeting. So I'll select it as a one-to-one meeting. And after this, your one-to-one meeting, you will have your another step, which is your fourth. This is the signature stages, which will start, right? So you can see it is employee signature. So I'll take it as an employee signature. And here I'll select this as an employee signature and I'll make it as a OK. So once you make it as an OK, you will see this is as an employee signature. And here in the employee signature, I'll just write this as an employee signature or employee will sign his form. Sign their form. Alright, and then if you want to write any start date and due date, you can do that, but I'm not going to write. So here you can see this is a text here. And so like this team, you can go ahead and fill all your exit button, next button, whatever you want to do. This is a step 4. And a step after completion, this will be manager signature, right? And reject button, mouse over text. So if you reject this, it will go to one-to-one discussion only, right? So it will be one-to-one discussion. Then exit button text, if you exit this, it will go to the manager signature, right? So here this is the manager step exit text, that's it. And then the last stage we have here as a manager signature. So here you can again write this as a manager signature. So if I come here and put this here as a manager signature, so here you will have your manager signature. And in your manager signature, you will see your detail. It will come here as a method of right here. Manager will sign the form. Manager will sign the form. Step type, it is supervisor. I hope I have taken as a step here as an employee. Then here also give this date as in 2018. And this is on the 1st of April. And this one becomes as a 2019. as a March 31st, right? Then select as an advanced option. So see text I'll write here. And once you come into your this step name after completion, this will be completed, right? Reject button. So if you reject this, it will come to the employee signature. Then you have an exit button text. Exit button text. After that, it is completed. So here I'll take it as a completed step exit text. This is all. This is which number? This is the fifth one, right? And then the last stage, it is your completed. So if you want your, once you complete your form, it should go to the any specific person. In that case, what you can do, you can maybe you want this to, it should go to the HR representative. So in that case, you need to come here and select here as a HR representative. But if you don't select as an HR representative, in that case, the moment manager completes his signature, the form is completed. All right. So like this, you can see how you can create your route map using your manually. So right, you can see all these manually I have done it, right? So what I'll do, I'll save your this form. You can also team, you can do up and down also like this. I don't want to do because it is always the employee and then the manager who completes your form, right? So I don't want to displace this up and down, but if you want, you can go ahead and do up and down also like this. Then after this, let me show you how you can do that automatically, how your route map will come. So again, you can see here, there is a add new route map. If you click on this one, there is something coming from the choose from the library. So once you see here, choose from the library, you need to click here, and in your library, you will see there are various standard template it is coming. Now the first four template you can see it is coming here as in, this is specifically you can see they have mentioned as a 360-degree form, right? But we are not doing any 360-degree form, correct? Because first we're going to start with the goal management, then we're going to complete the performance, and then we're going to come to the 360-degree form. So here you can see 360-degree form, and if you scroll down here below, you will see your comp ratio. So if you're doing your compensation, so in that case, you will have your compensation form, it will come here. So in your those compensation form, after your compensation form, then you can see your manager only review, manager self review, and your performance review, and all these section it is coming. So see, this is a manager only review. What do you mean by manager only review? It means it's a 90-degree appraisal, right? Only the manager is doing his appraisal. There is no, now manager and the self review, which means manager and the employees also involved. So which degree appraisal it is? Yes, it is 180-degree appraisal. Then here you can see manager only evaluation with discussion. Manager is only doing the entire appraisal, but here also he is doing with the discussion, right? But in this case, this is also your, it is only the 90-degree appraisal. Manager only review, again, this is a 90-degree. Performance management. This form is for your performance management. Alright, then here you can see manager only review with HR signature. You can see there is a two-stage which is involved, manager also and with the HR signature, but there is no employee who is involved, right? So like this, you will have to see which degree of template what they have mentioned and you'll have to select it. And if you scroll, so you can see there are various levels like self-appraisal, second level manager, HR signature, right? But what we have in appraisal, it is a manager and the self-review, right? So we are going at you can see in my case, it is only two stages which is involved, right? So I'll select this manager and the self-review and I will add this to my instance. Now here it's asking me to change the template name. So I'll take it as a 2009. This is 2019 only, right? Because we're doing appraisal for 2019. 2019 MTech manager and the self-review, right? So here you can see I'll save your this section. The moment you'll save your this section, you will see automatically your all the stages it will come, it will be filled. So here you can see all these stages. It is coming here as a field like self-assessment, manager assessment, one-to-one meeting, right? Then the employee acknowledgement, manager acknowledgement, right? So you have all these sections. So if you click on this section, you will see same thing. They will fill here also. You can see they have done the description, but they have not given any start date and end date. And if you click here, here also you will see all these sections. It will come here, right? So you have your all these section, but here they have not given any exit and the previous step text, right? But if you want, you can do that. So same thing, it is a manager assessment. So here also they have done the same thing. But only thing what they have not done, it is to write this your previous step and the next step, right? But if you want, you can overwrite anything. The how we generally do that, we copy from the standard one and then we modify as per our client requirement. Then there is a one-to-one meeting. It is coming in. So here you can see one-to-one meeting, and very important that in one-to-one meeting that you select your one-to-one section. After your, then you can see, so you can see they have also the very similar stages, right? The stages which I just shown you into the manual route map. So here again, it is coming as a manual route map. Then it is coming as a employee acknowledgement, manager acknowledgement, and then the form is completed, right? So here you can see the form has been completed. Let me save, it's already saved because we have not made any changes into that. So we have created two route map. One route map, we have created your manual, and another route map, we have created your standard. So here you will see MTech. Where is MTech coming? Oh, here there is only one MTech coming. MTech 2000 route map. Where is the last one that we have created?
In the starting one.
Oh, here it
So
is in the starting. 2019 MTech manager and the, right? So like this you can see, or maybe you know what you can do if you want to bring it together, if you want to change the text, you can change the text. So here MTech 2019 I'll make it. So that you know both the form comes together, right? And save this. So here you will have a both the form together with the starting with the MTech. So that you get to know that yes, this is the two form that you have created. So you can see MTech route map with the manual and MTech 2019. This is with the standard one we have created, right? So this is how you can create your route rating scale and the route map. Now let's get into the template. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So if I come here into the performance and if I come here into the route map, so you can see MTech, so here it is MTech route map, okay? Tell me. Yeah, yes, yes. No, no, not necessary. Actually, iterative and collaboration is no longer it's supported. All right, so it's only support on the version which is 2 point and above version. Otherwise, iterative and collaboration, it's no longer supported. Iterative and collaboration, it used to get supported almost like 2 years back, but after they have done some upgrade, after that it has stopped supporting iterative and collaboration. All right. In this system also, yes, so you're left with only the single role. So there is no use of iterative and collaboration. But what is iterative and what is collaboration? I have also told you, correct? No, no, you can even take it manager. See, like what is iterative? Like I told you that iterative it is when employee and manager when they are doing something and then they after they complete it, put the form to the manager, right? So like this, you can select here as an employee and then here you can select it as a manager. So user entry, it is who's inviting. So in this case, it is the supervisor who's inviting to the employee. So you'll have to take it as an entry user. Exit user, if they have to do the signature, you have to select this. So in this case, if you select this option, you will not need these two options. Okay. But then in this case, if I try to save, you will see it will not save. Oh, it has saved. It has saved. So here you can see in manager section one. No, sorry, where I have. Sorry. In the manager section only I have done this. So this is supervisor, and in the manager section, if you one-to-one discussion, if you want, so you can select it as a supervisor. This is as a supervisor, and this is as an employee. And if they want to sign it here, you can select it here. But in that case, you'll have to remove these two sections. Okay? Because in this case, in one step only, you are covering all these two steps only, right? Because exit button means they cannot exit without doing the signature. Alright, but I don't want to save this because I want to go ahead with the individual one only. Okay. So I'll save you this section. Now the next step, it comes to your, oh goodness, that was scary. So the next stage, it will come here as an, if I click on the admin center. So after this, the next stage, it will come here as you will see your, you will get down into the template. So here you can see your manage template. All right, this manage template, so will come here. And we will, so you can see it has, performance review template 46, it has a goal plan 54, it has a 360-degree 9. So like this, you can see all template it is coming, right? So at present, we are talking about a goal plan. So you'll come into the goal plan and here you can see all these goal template it is coming, right? Then you can see which one is the defaulted one, which is the active one, which is default. If you select by default, it will get default to everybody in the organization. So if you have those template, you can select those template, but I don't want to do that. Here it is updated on when it has been updated, and here you can see the date range, right? Then before we get down into our own template, let's see that some of the existing template, what they have done. So here if I click here you can see this preview, and here you will see the general setting. In general setting, you can see the change language which is coming as a default, and here you can see the name is coming here. Right after your name, you can see the start date and end date, and here you have the enable smart goal wizard, and then this is a display continuous. So if you want this to be displayed in the continuous performance management, so here in this case, you can select this as a display in the continuous performance management section. Then you can see there is a category. So you can have a category also here. Oh, sorry team. So here you can see you can have your all these category. So you will have those various category. It will come into your this section. Then you have your field section, right? So you have your all these field. So if you want to add some more category, so in this case you can add a category from here. Alright, you can add the category from here. Maybe let's suppose if I want to, and you can just change this label. Alright. Then you have this field section. So you can see there are various field it is coming in, like you have a goal name, you have a matrix, you have a start date, you have a due date. So like this also, if you want to add some more field, in that case, what is this field? Okay, let me show you team. Like for example, if I come here into my goal section, so if I come here into your goal detail, in your goal detail, let me see if I have any goal template here assigned. So here you can see this is a goal template name it is coming, right? So you can see this is for Accenture it is coming. In this Accenture, you can see this is a category, right? This is a category. So this category, it is your this section. This section, like goal, here you can see only one category, right? But here they have a category financial. Then if I come here down, you will see customer. Then here if I come here down, you will see internal business process, right? And then you have a learning and growth and other, right? inside. So these are the category, and here you will also see the field. What is field? You can see visibility, whether it is public or private. You can see goal name, you can see matrix, you can see the wait section, start date, due date, complete, and status, right? So like this, you can also see your all these field sections. So here you can see all these field section it is coming, right? Matrix, start date, due date. So same thing, it is coming here also. Matrix is the weightage, is start date, due date. But then if you want to add something more here, you can also select it. Like for example, in this one, weightage is not coming. So I'll select it as a weightage and I'll save this. If you want to make this as a mandatory, you can select this as a mandatory option. All right. But since this is not my template, I am not making any changes to this one. All right. So like this, you can see all these section and everything it is coming here. And so let's get into creating our own template. So I'll come here into your goal template and you can see add new template. So I'll select this one. When you select this new one, you can see there are few template which is coming, right? So you can see a basic goal plan or the extended goal plan. So these are the only two template which you have, and the rest you can see it is coming into a different language. So I'm going to go ahead with the basic goal plan. So I'll select this basic goal plan and I will add this to my instance. So here I'll add this to my instance. Once you add this to my instance, you can put that here as a, I'll take it here as a MTech basic goal plan. All right, and I'll save this here. So once you save this here, you can define this all your category. So you can see in the preview section, you have your employee name and you have your the template which is coming. So this is the same template, MTech basic goal plan, and here you can see this is the introduction, and here they have this here as a, so you can see there is no category and there is no field which is coming, right, because they have not defined any. So once you come into the general, you can see my template name is a MTech basic goal plan, but this MTech basic goal plan team, it will only come in the default section. But since my system is the English US, so you will again have to select this English US, and you can see it is coming as a basic goal plan. What will happen if you don't change the name and if you come here into the template, it will only show as a basic goal plan, right? You can see there are some template which is coming as a basic goal plan, right? So you have to come here and change this name into the language which you are. Otherwise, it will only show as a basic goal plan only. So here you can see I have changed this name, and here you can see it is coming as a start date and end date. But I'm not sure why it has taken as a 2015 only. It's coming as a default one, it's not coming as a, that we can change this here. But why this is coming as a default section? Let me save this, maybe it will then ask me to change this. Now you can see it is coming here as a change, right? So here if you want to write anything as an instruction, so in this case what you can do, you can write this here as an instruction. Alright, so in this section you can see whatever the instruction you want to write here. So maybe let's suppose, welcome to MTech 2020. Alright, so like this you can make this as a bold or whatever, you can make this into the color or whatever you want to do that here. You can go ahead and do that. All right. Then you have a start date and due date. So here you have a start date and due date, and in this case, I'll take it as my start date, which will be from your 2018, and then this is from your April 1st, 2018, and then your, here is asking, I'll have to remove this. It's asking first to fill, okay now. Now let's come in and take it as a start date 2018. And then here as a April 1st, 2018. Okay. A start date cannot be, or first you have to provide the end date. So provide this end date, which is 2019, and this is for your 31st of March, right? And then now provide the start date, which will be your 2018. And then this is from your 1st of April, right? So you can see, I'm going to enable this smart goal wizard. What is this enable smart goal wizard team? enable, if you activate this enable smart goal wizard, then only you will see. So if I click here into your this section, you can see goal wizard, it is coming, right? If you will activate your this smart goal wizard, then only you will see that goal wizard will come. Otherwise, it will not come. Now, what is the advantage of goal wizard? Advantage of goal wizard, it is you will see, once you click on this, so this is actually, it is used to create your goal section. Once we will create a goal section, then I'll show you what is the advantage of all these goal section, it is coming here. Okay. Then you can also see there is a display continuous performance management achievement on goal plan, it is coming. So if you have any performance management achievement goal plan, so in that case you can select your performance management achievement goal plan. So in this section you will have your performance management achievement goal plan, it will start coming. And then after this, I don't want to include this into my performance analysis, so I'm going to select this category. So here you can see categories coming as a goal. So let's define what goal and everything you want into this section. So I basically, I'll take four category. So which all category you want me to take here, team? Give me four category. Hello? Financial, okay, and which is the other category you want? Financial, let's take it as a customer. All right, this is a category. Okay, and two more sales. Okay, and the last one, sorry. Hmm? Okay, let's take it as a goal. All right, so these are the four category which we want. Okay, inside all these category, I want two goal. Give me two goal also. Financial, you want me to take it as a cost cutting? Cost cutting cannot be your goal. Achieve target of $1,000. Okay, $1,000 in first quarter in Q1. Okay, this is a goal. Sorry. Okay, the target comes into sales. Okay, so let's put that into sales then. So give me the financial goal then. Cost cutting, it cannot be a goal, Bala. Cost cutting, if you're exceeding the cost cutting as a manager, it's your responsibility that you have to function within your budget. All right, you can't go, over budget and, because you're accountable to your manager that why you're exceeding that. So cost cutting cannot be a goal. So give me, Yes, within the given budget only, you have to complete your all these section. So give me a goal for financial now. Hmm. What is the goal for finance? Okay, fine. Chalo, since we don't have any other goals, so I'll take it as a more investment. All right. And give me another goal. Sorry. So finance goal it will be um fine. Let's take reduce cost also because since we don't have anything, so I'll take it as a reduce cost. All right. Now give me the customer goal. Yeah, client goal. Yeah. Okay. What else? Okay. Now give me sales goal. Okay, this one is already taken. Give me another one. So I'll mention this. Um, okay, let's take it as a location wise sale to increase. All right, in Q1. All right, give me two goal now. Okay, travel plan. You can't rate on the personal goal to the employee, right? In the office. That is your personal plan. Which company will promote travel? Tell me which company will promote, and, you forget about travel. They will say that, you work after office hour also. Mhm. 5 days leave. You're talking about LTA. See, LTA, it is there in the off, though obviously it is there in the company, but again that comes to be your travel plan. No organization, as far as I have seen, they ever encourage to people to travel. All right. So here I have taken as a training, com, uh, training certification, because you people are doing success factors. So I'll say that complete your training certification, and also just completing certification does not mean that you'll get promotion. That is again your individual, your personal goal. How can a personal goal can be, promotion? If you take it as a promotion, does out of 100 people, everybody gets promoted? Okay, let's suppose you have the promotions and promotion goal weightage you have given 4. So all those people who are not getting promoted, so their weightage will, you saying that they will get 0? So you have to take the goal which is achievable, right? For 100 people, you're not going to promote in the company, right? All these, every goal, there is a weightage section. So if I take it as a promotion, so what weightage you going to give to the employee then? Yes, this is only related to the organization. So training, certification, and sorry, more employee, that can be an HR goal. More more client again. Okay, fine. Chalo, let's take it as a more client. Fine. So you can see this is a category, this is a goal, and then you also have a weightage section. Weightage section, so generally it is like you can see goal management and you have a performance management, right? So what you can do, in certain sections you can take it as a goal of 50% goal and 50% performance. In certain organization, what they do, they take it as a 0% goal and 100% performance. In certain organization, they take it as a 100% goal and 0% performance. On it, or maybe you can take it as a 67, 30, 70, 70, 30, 20, 80. So like this depends upon the organization to organization, they define this goal and performance. But I am going to go ahead with the 50-50 section. So that, we'll integrate your GM to PM also, and I'll show the how the integration basically happens. So 50% I'll give this weightage to my goal section. But out of this 50 section, 50%, I'll take it only 45% because 5% I'll take it for the, when we will create the goal through an Excel sheet, then I'll take the cover another 5%. All right. So here I'll take it as a 5% weightage. This is also 5. This is also 5. So I think it's coming to 40, right? So we'll have to increase somewhere more goals. So which is more important? If you think that client is more important, give this as a 45% weightage. So this becomes as a total 45% weightage here, right? So in your this section, again, come and define your goal. So here the first one, first my goal, it is your financial. So I'll copy this financial and I'll add this category. So again, I'll take this as a financial. Right, and again select as a English US default. You can see it is already coming as a financial. Select as a new category. New category is there as a customer. So select, copy this customer, put this as a customer, and again select as a US language, and you can see it is coming as a customer. My third category, it is coming here as a sales. So I'll take this as a sales and I'll give this as a sales here, and here again I'll take this as a, you can see it is coming, and this goal you can see it is coming in the default, but if you select this English US, acha, here also it is coming as a goal only. But my goal is the last section, so I'll drag and drop it here, right? So you can see it is starting with a financial, customer, sales and goal. So you can see financial, customer, sales and goal, right? So like this I have created my category. So this section we have created. Now what I'll do, I'll create the field section. So I'll come in into the field. So you can see field is coming as a goal name, matrix, star. So if you click on this field name, you can see the label, it is coming as a goal name, and this is coming as a required option. Now you can see as a field, if you remember in Employee Central, I showed you that you have a field ID and the field label. So field ID, you can see it is coming as a name, and the field type, it is coming as a text area. If you do not want to make this as a non-mandatory, you can make this as a non-mandatory. Alright, so you can see text area, it's a field type. Then again in the matrix, you can see this is coming as a mandatory, and again you can see it is coming as a text area. Start date, again you can see it is a date, field type. These are the certification question team, so this often comes into the certification. Then you have a due date, you can see it is coming as a date, then you can see it is coming here as a percentage. Percentage, it is that how much you have completed. So it is coming into the percentage form. If you want this section of your goal to be displayed into your mobile, you can select this to be displayed into your mobile. And if you want this to be mandatory, you can select this as a mandatory. Now here you can see this is the status. A status, it is nothing. It's just your drop down. Like for example, you can see this is the status, right? Which is coming on track. This is coming on track. Then if you scroll down, this is behind, this is completed. So same way here also you can see status is coming, right? The status field type is enum. What is enum? It is your enumerated. Now, if you remember in Employee Central, I showed you as a pick list, right? Pick list in your goal and performance manager, it is known as a enum. So do remember, because this is a certification question. So like this, if you want to add a more value, so here you can add your more value and whatever, let's suppose enter the status name. If I want to give this as a MTech basic or whatever I want to give here, then in this case, select the status color. I'll select this status color as this one, and another color, I'll take this as a blue one. All right. So background color I have taken as a blue, and the status color here I have taken as a gray one. So I'll select this OK. So you can see this is what it has taken up, right? So like this also you can create as a status. Then you have I want a weightage section also. So I'll select this as a weightage section and I'll save this section. So weightage also, it is a percentage, right? How much you can see weightage percentage you have completed. So this is what, again I'll take it here as a percentage. You can see by default it has taken as a percentage, and you can see it is coming here as a weightage. So let's put that for the English also. Here English use also it is coming. And if you want to make this as a mandatory, you can make this as a mandatory also. Let me see if there is any other weightage sections. Task, if you want to add the task also, milestone, substone. Let me add the milestone also. Milestone also you can see it is coming as a, what is a milestone, and this is a table format. So here it will come into the, let me see if I have a milestone here. I don't think so I have a milestone here. So it is not coming into the table format. I'll show you when we will start creating goal. Let me add one more, which is a sub goal. So this is a sub goal. I'll save this. This is also in the table format. So remember your milestone and your sub goal, it is into the table format, and status is into the enum format field type. And what I'll do, I'll save your this section. Once you save your this section, then you need to come here and refresh your this detail. It takes normally 2 to 3 hours time to reflect into your this template to reflect into your this section. So here if I click here, you will see we have created with the MTech, right? I don't think so MTech is going to come here. So it will take some time. So here you will see MTech is not coming. So it will take 2 to 3 hours time team before this form it starts reflecting that here. But this 2 to 3 hours time, in that case, we will be able to work only by tomorrow now. Alright, because MTech is not coming here. So we have saved this and we'll leave this. And here you will see your MTech form. It will start coming. I think it's going to come in the last. Not sure where it is coming. You can see lots of people, they have created lots of form, right? Let me make it as an inactive. Oh, so here you can see, not sure where is the MTech coming. No, I'll make this as 100 pages. Na? So here, and it's not coming in the sequence order also. Oh goodness. Here it is MTech coming. MTech basic goal plan, right? So you can see your MTech basic goal plan, it is coming here. And since we have created, you can see all these detail. It is showing by default, it is showing today's date only. And then, so we'll have to wait for till tomorrow so that this MTech starts reflecting here also. And once it starts reflecting here also, In such cases, what we will do, we will start creating the goal, because we have created only the category now, right? So this category, it is only created. So tomorrow we will start creating this goal and we will start assigning the weighted section also. Okay. Any question, team, before I close the session? All right, fine. So tomorrow again we'll have a session at 8 o'clock only, because it gets very cold in the morning. All right. So tomorrow again we'll have a 8 o'clock session, 8 a.m. Fine? Sure. Yes, server access, I have, I have already sent to the server team. They have not responded anything as of now. So once I get the response, then only, they will rectify the issue. Okay? Yeah. Tomorrow 8 a.m. Yes.